Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Fathiah with NPM 233150001PM. And today, I will talk about how to get their systems requirements and specifications. First, we're gonna talk about requirements. So, requirements are statements that describe operational, functional, or design-related aspects of a system. Each requirement statement serves to specify and bound the deliverable system, product, or service capability and level of performance to be developed or modified. Requirements definition and management is an important SE process, as it both initiates and facilitates the entire SE effort by defining the expected functions and performance of the engineered system. Several challenges associated with requirements include: first is defining the requirements in a structured, controlled manner. Second is tracing these requirements to system components, aspects, and decisions. And last is testing and verifying compliance of the system with these requirements. So, what the benefits of describing requirements? The extension of conceptual systems models to include requirements has several significant benefits. First, requirements provide the rationale for the system's architecture and design by making and justifying architectural and design decisions based on specific requirements. Second is modeling the internal logic and the hierarchy and dependency relations among requirements enables identifications and elimination of redundant and contradictory requirements. Third, teams and persons responsible for delivering various system components can often take responsibility for satisfying specific requirements. While the advantage of having good requirements engineering is clear, it is often a challenge to directly trace requirements to specific system artifacts, especially when the requirements are defined in a holistic, solution-independent manner. There are 6-step requirements gathering process. The requirements gathering process consists of 6 steps. 3 of those, or steps 3 through 5, the bulk of the process. We have already mentioned as the case the process of requirements gathering. The full 6 steps are: first, identify the relevant stakeholders, and then establish project goals and objectives, then elicit requirements from stakeholders, and fourth is document the requirements, fifth is confirm the requirements, and prioritize the requirements. So that's all 6 steps of requirements gathering process. Next is specifications, a document that describes the essential requirements for items, material, processes, or services of a prescribed solution space that are required to implement the requirements, and methods of verification to satisfy specific criteria for formal acceptance. There are 3 key parts of these definitions. First, essential requirements for items, material, process, or services. Specifications are also written for services and multi-level components, material that compose those components, and procedural process required to convert those materials into usable components. Second, data required to implement the requirements. System development is often constrained by the need to adhere to and comply with other contract or text documents such as SOO, design criteria, specifications, standards, and regulations. Third, methods of verification to satisfy specific criteria for formal acceptance. Specifications establish the formal technical agreement between the system acquirer and system developer concerning how each requirement will be formally verified to demonstrate the physical system or entity has fully achieved compliance to the specified capability and associated level of performance. Next is specification objectives. The objective of a specification is to document and communicate, first, what essential operational capabilities are required of an item. There are system, product, and subsystems. Second is how well the capability must be performed. Third is when the capabilities are to be performed. Fourth is what external interfaces must be provided and with whom. And fifth is under what prescribed operating environment. Sixth is what design and construction constraints are defined. And the last is how capability compliance will be verified. Specifications requirements categories. Requirements can be organized into various categories to best capture their intended use and objective. Typical categories include operational requirements, capability requirements, non-functional requirements, interface requirements, design and construction constraints requirements, verification requirements, and validation requirements. So that's all for me. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.